Hello and welcome back to Dawn Chorus Writes Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction and audio fiction. This is the series game of cat and mouse, and this is the final part, so I hope you enjoy. Massive shout out to Kim for the use of her stunning art in the thumbnail. All her information's in the description below. Send me some love by smashing that like button. Comment down below what you think of this part and subscribe, because even though this one might be coming to an end, there is so many other treats coming. So I hope you enjoy. Part 6. Marinette, Minnie's POV. Cat Noir! He released his hold, giving her space to sit up. Cupping his now open jaw in her hands, she searched his eyes as she was staring from a beast into a prince. It's you, isn't it? It's really you. My kitty? How had she not realized before, with those green eyes she had lost hours in? Never mind his smell. How had she not seen it earlier? She should have known. Adrien, tell me. He peeled back her hands off his face, casting his eyes down and clasping them between his. No, Marinette, how could I be? Why would you think that? She angled her head to the side, trying to grab his gaze, raising an eyebrow at him with a challenging look. Adrien, it makes sense, especially after the last couple of days. Do I really need to spell it out? Fine. At first it was the smell of your hair, but now I see it in your eyes. And the kiss? It would explain. He let out a long, slow breath, as if he could finally breathe again, darting his eyes up at her like a child with a hand caught in the cookie jar, riddled with guilt. Oh, I wanted to tell you, Marinette, my princess, my Minnie Mouse. I hated not telling you, lying to you. She had guessed, but hearing it confirmed startled her a little. In front of her was her kitty, but as Adrien, they were really the same person. I can't believe it. I figured this out, that you, Adrien, is my kitty. Are you disappointed it's me? Is that it? He released one of his hands around hers and brushed back the hair from her face, helping her to see him even more clearly as she heard a hint of pain in his voice. No, of course not. Why would I be disappointed to learn that the boy I love is also my superhero kitty? Who... Wait. She held her hand up, pausing him, his hand dropping from her face. One by one, the puzzle pieces finally fell into place. That was you? Oh, those times you came round. We hung out. We talked. Watched. Wait, we talked. I told you things before. She gestured back and forth between them. I told Cat secrets about you. A hand shot to her face, covering her eyes and her cheeks. No. This is embarrassing. Why should it be, my love? She could hear he was trying to hold back the laughter, but failing badly. You knew. You knew I liked you before. Wait. Oh my goodness, this is too much. As Cat, you encouraged me to speak, well, to you. Why didn't you ask me out straight away if you liked me? She gave him a wide-eyed stare. You weren't ready yet, my princess. He grinned at her, using the nickname without the mask. You are the most amazing person I have ever met, and I don't think you realize the extent of my love for you, but your confidence in yourself, the love for you, is low. So it might have been wrong, but I felt you needed to celebrate you. Build up your confidence that we could hold a conversation. But oh, he leaned in closer. The more time I spent with you, getting to know you, the more I fell deeper in love with you. That's when Adrien, you, she chuckled, asked me out. But since then, you kept coming around and hanging out? Yeah, I did. He rubbed the back of his neck and scrunched up his face, a mannerism she found adorable. It was the only way I could spend that extra time with you. But it meant I couldn't be with you like Adrien, hold you, kiss you. So, me being Minnie, how you acted, it makes sense now. The fall, the kiss, when Cat kissed me, was you. Oh, she huffed. The guilt I felt over that. I thought I would lose Adrien. You over that kiss? I can't believe how you... She couldn't help but feeling angry at his actions. That is why kissing Kitty felt like kissing you. I thought for a moment... I'm so sorry I put you through that. Being cat and mouse at the start seemed like a great idea, but you as Minnie? My cup filled over, and I found it hard to hold back my feelings as Cat. And I didn't realize it was happening until it was. I mean, it's not an excuse, and I'm sorry I put you through that confusion and pain. Oh, how I wanted to tell you so much, but you couldn't because of the rules and the whole secret identity. It was her turn to feel guilty. He wasn't the only one holding secrets. How would he react to hers? She cast her sight onto their entwined fingers, rubbing her thumb over his. Do you forgive me, Marinette? My love? Please say that you do. Can you see that I never meant to hurt you or betray? Of course, Adrien. In a heartbeat. I love you. It was as if he could no longer hold back. In one move, his lips pressed against hers as his free hand ran from her jaw, across her ears and through her hair. A hint of salt blended in between the lips, not sure if it was from her tears or his. I love you, Marinette. More than you'll ever know. He breathed onto her lips. I'm pleased you worked it out, so now we don't have any more secrets between us. He added another lighter, playful kiss to her lips as her stomach churned at his words. Ladybug, was all she could get out. He pulled back, dropped his head slightly at the reality of the situation. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to tell Ladybug. If she will be mad at me, take away my Miraculous. I really don't want to give up Plague or being Cat Noir. Except for you. I'll do anything for you, including... Don't even think about it, kid. That ain't happening. The black Kwami zoomed out of Adrien's pocket and floated in front of him. Plague? Marinette, meet my Kwami, or as I like to call him, a cheese gremlin, who lacks manners. Adrien paused, the smile fading from his face. Buddy, I can't help it. If when Ladybug finds out that I revealed my identity, when I tell her Marinette knows, I don't know what she'll do or say. Plague hovered out in front, but wasn't looking at Adrien. Instead, he folded his arms and glared at Marinette. I doubt it she would do that. Would she, Marinette? Buddy, I hope not. I hope Ladybug can see the situation we're in. A puzzled expression formed across Adrien's face as he looked from his Kwami to Marinette. Plag, be nice. Why are you... He gestured at his Kwami to explain. This is Marinette's home, and we are her guests. Why are you acting like this? She ain't gonna take your Miraculous, kid. You are the best Cat Noir I've had, and she wouldn't. Plag continued to stare down Marinette. Thanks, buddy. That means a lot, and I hope that is the case, but how can you know? She might? Why do you keep staring? What am I missing? Are you gonna tell him now? I'm sick of all these secrets, going back and forth, knowing, hearing about it. Just tell him already and be done with it. Plag? Marinette, do you know? Said Adrien. She slid her hand out of his, rose to her feet. What choice did she have now? She couldn't lie to him. She darted her eyes around the room and glimpsed Tiki emerging from her nook she had created beside her bed and looked rather angry. More than she'd ever seen before on her Kwami. Marinette tried to dash forward. Wait! She called out, but it was too late.
Plag, how dare you? What right do you have to challenge the Guardian like that?
Sugar cube, Plag smirked.
Tiki!
The sound of Marinette's voice caused her now glowing red Kwami to stop in front of Plag. Tiki? Plag? Sugar cube? Guardian? Marinette? Ladybug? Adrien listed off, his voice becoming higher in pitch at each word, jumping his wide-eyed stare from one to the other until finally landing on Marinette, searching her face. Well, that's one way, said Plag, laughing.
Oh, you stinky sock! Ooh.
Tiki let out a low growl of frustration. Adrien? Well, She squinted her eyes shut, unable to hold his look of confusion, fearing she could see disappointment in there. Ladybug? All this time? Ladybug? Whilst I'm Cat Noir? Marinette? My Marinette? My love? Well, you have been Ladybug? She peered through her fingers that were now covering her face and watched Adrien holding out his hands in front of him, one going higher as the other went lower, as if weighing up the information. Oh, what should she do? Was he disappointed? Or reliving all those moments Ladybug had? Rejected cat. Adrien, I'm sorry. I was... but couldn't... Do you take back? She folded back her fingers, shutting her eyes. I'm sorry. Her voice became muffled by her palm covering her lips. No, don't be. She could feel him attempting to peel her hand away. She squinted one eye open and saw a soft smile form across his lips. I mean, it's a shock. Finding out? Yeah, it's a lot to take. She rolled her lips between her teeth and pulled an expression that made him chuckle. But I'm happy. I really am. He peeled back her other hand. That you are my bugaboo? My princess? My Minnie? But mostly, my love. My Marinette. The rest are fragments of time, cherished memories when we are old and curled up together, reliving the past. Marinette is my home. You are my everything. You mean it? She flung her arms around him and let out a happy sigh of relief. Oh, you are amazing, Adrien. She kissed him on the cheek and then on the forehead, causing a ripple of laughter to come out of him and then back down on the other cheek. I love all of you. Your heart, your soul, your kitty side. It's all you. And I can't wait to grow old with you, Adrien. She kissed his smile as he held her tighter against his body. And to think, this all came out because I wanted to play a game of cat and mouse across the rooftops of Paris with my girl. I still won though. She leaned back and arched an eyebrow, knowing the playful smirk she was displaying. Oh, is that so? I demand a rematch. Best out of 3? He released some of his grip on her and gave her his best flirty cat look she could never resist, especially now. Mulo? Flag? Thank you for listening to part 6 and the last part of the game of cat and mouse. I hope you enjoyed it. Got the wrath of Tiki voice. Make sure you smash that like button if you liked it. Comment down below what you thought of it, and subscribe if you haven't already, because you've got to part 6. What are you missing out on? And there's so much other contents to enjoy. So I will speak to you soon, and I hope you're good. Bye.